Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Jurassic World. Let's continue. So we actually need to go to the Lost World. Let's see, do I do that easier by just selecting a place and fast traveling, or do I do it easier by flying? I think I have to actually fly there because I haven't activated any of the map locations. So here we go. Why would I have activated any of the map locations since the game really didn't tell me to do that? Maybe it mentioned it and I just hit A without paying attention. But now this one's activated so we can see these collectibles and we'll work our way through this island, and it probably isn't going to be a lot at this rate. It doesn't look like there's going to be too much. We got, at least we know there's red bricks on this island because a red brick indicator is telling us that. But it is just this like standard path thing. Here, I can break this. Let's switch. Notice we changed back to the default characters for that movie. And I have to break several of these. Where's the next one to break? Well, what's going on? We have a guy here that needs help, so let's start with that. And he's not the guy with the crowbar. Alright, let's find the guy with the crowbar. Here he is. One black-haired minifig versus another. It's hard to keep them straight. There we go. That's one gold brick down. This allows us to build this, which I assume that probably means I could turn around and use that to summon something. What would I need? Is there something there? We need the spitter dinosaur and we don't have that unlocked. For a brief time we could get the spitter dinosaur, but now we can't. So this, what's the deal with this gold brick? We've got this giant one, and we can't break that. It has the giant swinging tail. I don't think... See, this guy can break those? I guess that... But what gets me that gold brick? I've been all over this area. And... I can't get up any higher here. Alright. So if we start here and race to this one, and then race to this one, then we switch to this guy and get up here. And then it's too late. What am I even supposed to do there? Let's see. The only other guy that can break those things are these. Can this guy hit the... I guess that guy can. Let's move this guy out of the way. Alright, let's try this again. We have 3 dinosaurs on the screen and nobody else. So hit that one, hit that one, hit that one. Race to this. We've got to get up here. Race to that. Race to that one. Got the red brick. Not a very good puzzle there. I didn't like that at all. It was really just focused around that one dinosaur's ability and no other, with no good indication that that was the truth, the case of it. Let's see, have we missed a map location? No. There's one here, and we've already done like 1/3 of the island. We may very easily do both Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic Park 4. There's the guy, the grandfather in his pajamas from the second movie. Let's see. We need to find the map and transform into the lady while we're at it. The plant lady though, not Sarah Harding. So there's one here and one there, and then maybe some more things further down the path. What does this do? This is where the 2 campers that were connected fell off the edge. Not a lot happening. Okay. Terrible view. Just terrible view. It looks awful. And I was saying last recording when we were in the first movie's island section that they didn't do justice to what the island should look like. In comparison, the second and the third movie's islands, they didn't even really try. Let's just keep doing this race. Gotta run all the way back here, which means it's worth my time just to fast travel right back to where I was. Travel to that area. There's a whole night sequence. I suppose we need to run through all the islands in nighttime and just make sure that if there are any collectibles in those sections, they're not, that we can get them or we can't get them. But I heavily suspect that the nighttime sequence is not going to really reveal that much. Why is this guy hitting me? Who is this guy? An engine scout. Engine, by the way, not a good name for a company. Sounds like you're saying Indian, like a cowboy would to insult them in the old movies. Yeah, it's like, how that even got written into the movie, I don't know, but there are some questions about a lot of the decisions of naming things in the Jurassic Park series. They could have called it like, let's see. I don't know what I would call it. I would call it genetic cloning, Jurassic Park cloning, archaeological research, genetic research. Let's advanced genetic research, adgen, or next gen genetics. There's a good name. Go next gen genetics. That's next generation. Yeah, I'd go next gen, not even next generation. Instead of engine. I don't even know what in means in that. They just made up a name. Alright. Probably was called engine in the Michael Crichton book. And they saw no reason to change it. That would be my guess. Man, I'm not doing anything here. Not a darn thing. Let's just walk. Where are we? We're a quarter of the way through the second third of the map. Activate those markers so we can see where they are. This one. Notice you really couldn't get a dinosaur through these sections. And you really couldn't get a car through these sections either. And they're super broken up. You could have just had this whole part be part of the main open world. Even though they're supposed to be separate islands. You could gloss over that. Or just have the open world be the main island. That's probably fine too. I'm gonna have to mark this stuff because I don't know where it is. Oh, that one's right there. Still trying to get studs. We need 2 million. 2 million for the next score times 4 multiplier. And let's see, there's a couple things this way, I guess, and that's it. I sort of don't want to deal with the race because the race is probably gonna knock me far away from where I want to be for this red brick. We see these points that need a giant dinosaur. We can bring that guy out. And this one. Let's see. We've got a worker in peril.
These little green things have got me surrounded.
We
swap my stun rod for Morris's dessert.
Spent quite a bit of time trying to get rid of these guys before we could.
Thanks for getting rid of them, but I'm sure I could have handled it.
Here we are. So this needs the gyrosphere. So that means we gotta buy it. That's a shame. Let's see, we need the big one. And let's walk. So I don't think this guy can go to the left. I'm not sure how far He could go, if he could go to the left. Nope, he's just bouncing into a wall. A very intentional Lego wall there to make sure you realize that you can't go that direction. Red bricks are number priority 1. So I don't feel I can ignore it. I will have to buy the gyroscope. I'm trying to see if my tail would hit this thing. Doesn't seem like it would. And even if it would, I don't think it's gonna work out. So let's finish up with this dinosaur and then change back into something more manageable and that actually moves. There we close enough, good. This guy will disappear in a second or two. So the gyrosphere costs 50,000 studs. Not a huge expense. Gyrosphere seems really good at pushing dinosaurs out of the way. And then completely in the wrong place. There we go. Let's try this race. I kind of wonder if the gyrosphere is actually a pretty fast racing one. Barely didn't make that because of the dinosaur and everybody else in the way. Keep on going. Keep on rolling. Usually you don't have the races go in circles in Lego games either. Traditionally, Lego racing sections have been downright awful though, and this isn't actually that bad. In fact, they're acceptable. I wouldn't even say they're bad. They're acceptable races. There's nothing special about them. They're not particularly what I came to play as far as a Lego game, but nothing miserable with them. And what red brick was that we just got? Score times 4. The problem now with the score times 4 is it's I need that 2 million and I don't have it. So I'm limited. Let's see. Switch to Jeff Goldblum, Dr. Ian Malcolm. Yep, nothing there. I don't know if there's anything even on the map. Let's see. As we zoom in, there's nothing else to get. So whatever is up there, we already got. Let's move forward through another long section of nothing. I could...
These little pests look a lot
another bad guy. I could see a lot more like paths like this in the main island combined together.
We're meant to be safety partners.
Let's see. Sweet. Switch to this guy. Throw that T-Rex urine.
I didn't think those creatures would ever leave me alone. Things would have gone a lot differently if I still had my stun rod with me.
Stun rod. This has already been crowbarred, it seems.
You've got some of it on me.
We did that, I think, in the story mode, and it's now permanently available to us. Interesting. I remember a lot of things here.
I turned my back for 5 seconds and the little pests have dragged my gun up a tree.
He wants the gun. So we'll crawl up here and get it. This is the only fetch quest we've done for a human. All the other fetch quests are sick dinosaurs. That's strange. I can't help but feel that LEGO games over the years have gotten their budget or their time cut more and more, because it seems like they're doing less and less with every new game. Maybe that's just because the LEGO Star Wars game is technically 2 games merged together, and that's really skewing my view. Hit a kid? Can't believe that. Everybody's a bad guy on this island. That's a element that could have been left off too, is having to fight certain characters before you can purchase them. Although, actually, it's good that that is in the game, because then it gives you something to fight at least. In a lot of experiences here, we're wandering around with no enemies, and thus nothing to do. Gotta get up there. I may need an agile character. Nope. The way these characters just fling themselves when they're fighting something is ridiculous. I wish it was a little bit more controlled, smoother sailing. Here we need our crowbar guy. Let's see. Tap B. There's another gold brick collected. Here's another map. Like a map right next to a map. We need a velociraptor here, which we can turn into immediately. It's like grill. It's a barbecue grill right next to this thing. There we are. And right here on the ground is a red brick. How does that work?
Hey! Help! I ran myself over. Now I can't get this blasted vehicle off me.
Pull this guy out.
Phew. You're a lifesaver. I gotta remember to use the parking brake when I'm looking under the hood in the future.
We're almost to 50% here. Is there a vehicle or a car or a dinosaur that digs in the ground? Because we have like nothing. Just this. Let's look at all the vehicles. That's the closest thing. Is there something? Forklift, road sweeper, vehicle tour. I also own a gatherer, hunter snare, ATV, hunter snagger, hunter harasser, snare. All these cars look the same to me. Hunter transport, tramper, constructor, buggy, transporter, observer, gyrosphere, responder, pursuer, ATV, military veterinary unit, command. The forklift looks like the only thing that it might also be beyond the road sweeper. Let's try the road sweeper, I guess. It's another 50,000. Even if it was the road sweeper, there should be something on the road that points. Yeah, it's not the sweeper. Let's look at the dinosaurs we could have. Velociraptors, maybe a spitter, maybe one of these other things does dig. Maybe it only shows up at nighttime too. Let's move forward. I guess I have to. Don't go this way, even though there's nothing there to go to. Here's a stake for, I believe, a sick dinosaur somewhere. So we've got like a poo thing. Oh, there's a sick dinosaur. So we can start with that. Let's go get the steak now. Feed it to this guy. Let's break these things out of the way. This weird sound she's making every time she swings. All these characters make weird sounds. Okay. So that's how you find the red brick, good. And which one was that? Gold brick detector. Now available to buy. We don't really need the gold brick detector for the main game, the overworld, but we do need it for the who do we need it for? the free play levels, because I assume those are going to be hidden a little bit better. We need this guy now. No, go this way. Apparently. But take notice here, finding something and tracking something as a human and tracking something as a velociraptor. The exact same gameplay mechanic. Right back to back. They're just changing it so it looks like it's new. And I'm hoping this is the last one with this plant. Yes, Venus flytrap with a sausage in its mouth. Here we go. Another healthy dinosaur. And see, that's just a raptor. So I don't really need two raptors. Let's look at our map. Move on to the next map location. See what other little unlocks we need to do. It's really dumb. We're barely 30 minutes into this level, and we're probably rather close to it, to being done. Couple collectibles, like some races and some gold bricks. Apparently that was something I already did. Yes, this whole area. Let's see. Switch to this dinosaur here. Switch to this dinosaur here. Push this. I don't know what that did, but it did something. It opened this. Right, so now I need a guy with the blue wrench, which is one of the characters that we don't get to use very much. So fix this car. Out shoots a gold brick. Moving forward to the next one. Switch to the velociraptor. Hop up here. Sniff this. Start following. Sniffing quite a lot for staying on top of the roof. Going in circles here. It almost feels like they made an engine where it was specifically designed to just run you in circles and go different directions. But that's obviously not the case. And so we pause at the roof. Here we go. Can't believe I actually made that first ring. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. Oh, I had to have jumped onto that. Darn it. Well, the gold brick over here is the tiny dinosaur that we don't have yet. So we know that's not one we can get. We can come over here and get some studs. That's about it. We are at the end of the map. There's just a couple things left that we can get, and then we're gonna have to move to Jurassic Park 3. I think it probably shows just how little actual ground is covered in Jurassic Park 2 that we can so quickly cover all the actual physical ground of Jurassic Park 2. We need a kid. So let's see. Switch over to this guy. Crawl in here. We need a kid that can scream, or a girl that can scream. There we go, finally. I suppose it would take a little bit of research to figure out if they made all the girls screamers because all the girls in the Jurassic Park series of movies all screamed, or if they just did it because they were all girls. Either way, it's ridiculous. It's playing up to a trope, for sure. Go. Make this jump. Hit this. Hit this one. This one. That one. Come full circle. Darn it. Almost didn't make that. There we go. It's another gold brick. Let's see. And the last one is a spitter thing right there, so we can't do anything with that. And that's the entire island. Alright, so we may need to fast travel to this, but let's zoom out and see if we can just go to any of the locations of Jurassic Park 3. See, and why is the island just not connected in free play? It makes no sense at all. Yeah, I can't. I cannot. See, you could totally have connected the island. Just had a path or a broken wall right here that goes to a path that connects. So I have to fast travel to this. Let's go to night. Do a little research here and see what the world looks like at night. It actually looks kind of pretty with the stars, but that's not what I was particularly talking about. I was talking about what collectibles are available at night. If there are any more collectibles available at night, I'm not seeing them. Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't seem like it. I think the night system may just be there for fun and that's it. We'll see if we can get close to 100% in day. There's nothing terrible about giving the players the option of night. If somebody did the work and it's there, there's no reason that they shouldn't include it. So we're looking for our first map location, which is right here. But before I continue that, I want to also fast travel to this area in day. I think it'll just be easier to see things, if at the very least. Swim home. This is what they should have all done. As soon as they got to Jurassic Park. That's it, I'm leaving. I'm swimming home. So it doesn't seem like, according to the map, there's anything even here. Let's hug the left side of the world and go towards that next one. Remember, it took us 2 hours, over 2 hours really, to do Jurassic Park 1. And we have covered Jurassic Park 2 and 3. Not completely, but we're doing some of it. Oops. Let's not get into a fight while we're being attacked. There we go. I'm looking for the map. That's all I want is the map. Let's see. Let's switch to Barry. Can Barry shoot these? Yes, they can. Interesting. So, engine with an E spells engine. Am I gonna have to find one of each letter? Is that a red brick? Is this another bonus level? Man, there's a lot of bonus levels. Is there not a map right here? Must be further down this direction. Where are you, map? Here you are. There we go, that helps. Let's switch to a velociraptor and do the smell. They still really don't put the 5 or so characters that you really need to play as next to each other. Your favorite characters should be like the first 5, and you should be able to hit right bump and left bump to switch between those characters, and they should have the combination of all the abilities that you would ever need to do anything. Oh, there's one more. So maybe the third letter will be something different. And it will spell something else. The question, I suppose, is how far is too far from the sign? I imagine the third one's gotta be back here. Switch to a screamer. Strange, the dinosaur, like the T-Rex roar, you're never in a situation where that would combine. Let's see, we need to go with the crowbar for this one. So the T-Rex roar never breaks glass. Which I don't think the T-Rex roar even breaks glass in the movie. And that seems a little strange. In GE. And we did 3 out of 3. And what did that get me? Let's switch to Dr. Malcolm and use this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I missed one, didn't see it. There we go. Gold brick collected. It must have given me a gold brick and I didn't even see it. We're looking at the map and there's nothing more, so let's just run now. Bonus level. And then breeding facility is a story level. This is going to be a nightmare trying to figure out what order to go in. I'm going to have to remember how I played it originally. Did we see a bonus level on the other side of the island? I bet there is one. Somewhere around there. I bet they have a bonus level for each of the 4 instances of the level of the islands. Here we go. This one, activate. And what does it tell us? That there's a worker in peril and there's a gold brick here, and that's it. Alright, worker in peril, where are you? Alan Grant. Apparently Alan Grant doesn't want to help. Here he goes. Get out of the way. Out of the way, dinosaur. Another guy saved. I think this is the guy that was hang gliding with the kid in the second movie or third movie. And is this a story section? What is this? Who needs to stand here? Some kind of dinosaur. Egg sorting dinosaur. Which dinosaur is it? If it's not a velociraptor, I have no idea. Start sniffing this. Airplane crash. Where is this gonna lead me to? This way, apparently. But there's another red brick. And there's the red brick right there. Can I get back up if I drop down into that section? So, yeah. That's one egg. And apparently I need 3 of them. So that seems a little too far. A little too far to go any further this way. Although that may just be the point of this Easter egg hunt, is it's actually designed to be way further apart than we've ever seen before. Looking up in the trees and such. Let's switch to the other dinosaur. The head butter. Smash that. Get that gold brick. Well, he can't. Well, whatever. We'll switch to Alan Grant because we need him next anyways. And that's egg number 2. Pretty far away. Down we go. Nothing in the water, I would assume. And there's our 3rd egg, I believe. So switch to the hacker girl and throw that. Egg number 3. Excellent. We're getting some more variety here with the airplane crash. I like that. I like the fact to see something different besides just bland green stuff. Man, it's just like it's either broken the animation where it gives us gold bricks, or it's doing something completely different. Because I did all 3 of those things and it didn't hand me anything. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, it seems like the path is split. So I've chosen my way. I'm gonna continue down this way and work towards that. I guess the path that was slightly over here also reconnects. Alright.
Come on, someone help me out! This thing's like a jail cell! A really creepy jail cell!
Let's see her into the poo again. What is this device I'm gonna build? It's like a phone booth. For no reason. I would need the tiny dinosaur to get this. Yeah, the tiny dinosaur would crawl in right through that side and go there. We don't have that. Let's get this map first. That way we know what we're looking for. And then we need the T-Rex. Notice this is a blue item that any character can build. They didn't even follow their own color scheme. Alright. Walk this way. I was hoping maybe the T-Rexes could just walk through here and pick that up, but nope. Where did these dinosaurs with skeletons come from?
Thanks. Now, there's a shower. Because you don't want to know how I got in there in the first place.
I'm fighting all these skeleton dinosaurs, which, well, kind of cool, kind of makes no sense. I don't know if I would buy into a Ghost of Jurassic Park movie where the skeletons and Ghost of Dead dinosaurs running around. That seems a little unrealistic. Not believable enough. Let's see. We need somebody that can climb, which we'll find somebody. Can climb. Which one of these? This guy can climb like a walls. And then we need to switch to somebody that can go through the darkness, which we know that's Ian Malcolm with his flare. And collect that. We're at 1.5 million studs. We need 2 million. We're not making great progress there. Although we are making progress. Let's see. Grow this plant. And then agility. Up we go. Jump and get that. And then we're done. We didn't get the audio when we picked up that gold brick either. I hope it's saving these. It should be. But there is something with the audio. There is something with the cutscene. The not cutscene, but the overlay that says when you picked up a gold brick that has broken. Another bug. We haven't run into any really game-breaking bugs though, so I can only complain so much about tiny little visual glitches and such. That's another level. This is this point. So we've done everything there. And we need to now fast travel to this. And let's run to that. I'm looking at the clock and probably is worth the time to stop right here actually. That we need to end a little bit early because frankly there's just not that much more to the island, and this is the island with Jurassic Park 4, and we've already done Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 1, and nothing new I think is gonna be attainable in that section. Maybe there's some stuff I could do in this, and if we have extra time, which we probably will next recording, we'll go to Jurassic World and try that. But right here, we have just slightly over what I would guess is 20 minutes worth of play, and we need to get it nice and balanced because eventually we're gonna need to go back and start doing the free play levels, which is gonna be interesting in itself because I don't know how to do that. I really wish they would just hand you a list in the menu of this is level 1 of Jurassic Park, this is level 1 of Jurassic World, this is level 2, just quick select in the game so I know how to get it. I may also next recording just try to see if I can find a place where I could find a decent amount of studs. We've yet to find any of that. We may do the bonus levels. We may have to actually. Come to think of it, yeah. That would be the next step before we do the regular levels. Is let's do all the bonus levels, see if we can get enough studs to get to 2 billion, so we have at least score times 8 before we start. Anywho, we are 0.8% away from being halfway through with the game. 49.2%. If you can't do that math, we have gotten 12 of the 20 photo shoots, which is a little strange. I would have thought it would have been higher. We've done 5 of the 10 sick dinosaurs. That seems about right. We've gotten 10 of the 20 red bricks. I wish that was higher. We've gotten 16 of the 20 uh, workers in peril, which that almost indicates we could get them all. We've got 160 of 275 gold bricks, so we're past the halfway point there. We only need 115 more, and a lot of those we're going to get in the levels just with other collectibles. And we've done 13 of 20 races, which I'm surprised we've only done 13 of 20 races. That number should be higher too. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.